The Bucks. Continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road. Screen by Leonard. Giddey, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. To the paint. Here's Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Dunn picks one up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Hard to count all the times Dame has made that three in his career. He is something else from behind the arc.
Leonard with no one around. And it falls over the rim and in.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. For 3, Richardson. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Boy, good ball movement that time. Allows Richardson to get the good look on the jumper he wants. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. Talking about Damian Lillard, Coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Giddey, following the miss by Miles Bridges. Over Jackson. Giddey, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
One-on-one fast break. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And a good nose for the ball, sniffing it out. Dunn picks it clean and heads the other way with it.
And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Lillard. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Clippers in the lead. Picked by Bargnani. Here's Randall. Drills the elbow jumper.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randle working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Outside Jackson. Richardson outside. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Giddey with the bounce pass. From the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trailed by 3. Richardson outside. Pass to Lillard. Screen by Giannis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And Dame runs that so well. Knows precisely when to deliver that pass out of the pick and roll.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here's Sexton. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Clarkson on the wing. Shoots from the high post. Los Angeles with another miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
Now, here's Sexton. Takes a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee in the lead. Now Lillard. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Pick by Bridges. Left side Jackson. Here's Giannis. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top. They lead by 2. And we'll get things. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Lively with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Sexton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Sexton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Iguodala. The kick out to Porter. Here's Iguodala. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Lively. Trying to get open is Randle. Kept alive. Outside Bogdanovich. Clarkson outside. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And Bogdan Bogdanovich gets the 3.
And this is why Bogdanović has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And Porter, here we go.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Porter. Softly tops in the floater.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Randall. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Lively with the screen. And finished off by Lively.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
A different look for Milwaukee. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
And it's sent back by Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Substitution for Clippers. Andrea Bargnani, Derek Jones Jr.
1:22 left in the first half of the game. Here's Bogdanović. Rebounded by the Bucks. And here is Antetokounmpo. Oh, what a move! Giannis!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. That'll be game one of a four-game road trip. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent. I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Los Angeles leading by 3. Picked by Bargnani. Back to Giddey. Shoots it. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And here's Bargnani outside. Bridges with the board. Here's Giannis. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Using his size, Giannis!
The assist coach
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Inside. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Over in the corner, Randall. To the inside. Kawhi with the flush. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Giannis left side. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets double every single time. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Goes up on the high post. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Back to Lillard. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you. Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson in the corner.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end too.
Milwaukee in the lead. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Outside for Randall. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. He's got 5.
And if he gets the space, Randall absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner 3. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pick by Randall. Pass to Dunn. We've got 1:28 left in the third. 5 to shoot. It's Giddey with the drive. Somehow misses the one-handed flush. Here's Richardson. Finished off the break. Richardson's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Beautiful dime from Lillard that time. Good eyes there.
Over in the corner, Randall. Here's Giddey. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Off target at the rim. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Giannis rips it down.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
And Giddey gets it to go.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. Over to the wing. Pass to Randall. Clippers moving the ball around. Picked by Randall. Leonard, that's for 2. The rebound by the Bucks. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right.
33.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And here are the Clippers now. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Randall. Here's Lively. And that one drops. Lively's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Porter double team. They set the pick. And here's Green outside. And Lively pulls it down.
And he didn't punish him for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Oh, incredible effort from Clarkson on that play. Willing to give everything to make it an N1 opportunity.
Bucks trailed by 6. Lillard with it. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lively defending. Lillard misses. Left side, Sexton. Lively with the screen. Here's Clarkson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Clarkson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lively with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Clarkson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Bridges. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Oh, that's offensive interference. And it's the Clippers' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Pass to Clarkson. Leonard on the wing. Here's Lively. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Now here's Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Back to Jones. Out to Clarkson.
Derrick Jones Jr. First personal foul.
Bucks trailed by 6. Here's Lillard. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
He's basically automatic from the line. Not the guy you want to send there now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Nobody near Lillard. And the Bucks miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Jones has it in the corner. Dunn looking over the floor. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Giddey. Just 3 to shoot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Clippers lead by 7.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Jones. And here is Giddey. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Down low. Randall with the block.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Here's Giddey. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddey's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's Randall. Kicks it out to Bargnani. The rebound by the Bucks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his third foul of the game. Lillard from outside. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Custom crafted for moments just like this. Damian Lillard.
Picked by Bargnani. On the wing, Giddey. Pass to Dunn. 5 on the clock. And here's Randall for the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got...
money to make, thought I was catching my break, still at my job every day, can't put your pride in the bank, I need some sugar and shine, need me a slice of that pie, they took a slice of my pride, turning my blood into pocket, I made me some time, I never got time, I'm missing holidays, but in a lot of ways I'm still gifted, regardless if it's Christmas, snooze my alarm again, and a lot might come to get me, before I ride away in that Bentley, this what he said, you might not wake up if you snooze it again, you can't let a new ever get to your head, dress for the camera and again. Funny how you look the best when you at the top. Funny how you look the same when you die. Respect the dead, they gon' ask me, but you can't see Gucci shoes in it. There's gotta be better ways to lengthen my resume. I wish I could get away. I might just try today. Go wings and fly away. Might lose my mind today. Need something right away. Never expected a medal for doing my job. You never need a receipt when you give it to God. But how can I prove I'm alive? My blood and my sweat is a sign. My OG would pull me aside and tell me it's due when you died. I got back pain, I got carried away. Migraine, every day, max pain, no minimum wage. Tax break, they take everything. To be frank, I feel like I'm saint. Heavy bags, Louis and Saint. What if I give it away? I might just try to overwork underpaid.
a soccer fiend. Me and cash changer, hold them in. Don't mislead her.
I can get it a lot, had a chance to win, do nothing.